Greenville City Council has approved the purchase of almost 3 acres of land here on Augusta Street right behind Fluor Field for $9.7 million.
What happens when a city decides its downtown should no longer work like the past, but like the future? In Greenville, South Carolina, that question is being answered on a massive scale. On a 40-acre stretch just west of Main Street, the long-familiar government complex is being erased and reimagined as a dense, walkable, experience-driven urban district. This is the Greenville County Square redevelopment, and at more than $1 billion in investment, it's not just another mixed-use project. It's a complete reset of how the city plans to grow next. For decades, County Square functioned as a practical but inward-facing civic campus. Large buildings, surface parking, wide roads, efficient but disconnected from the energy of downtown Greenville. Now, that entire mindset is changing. By 2026, this site is expected to transform into a living neighborhood that blends housing, offices, retail, food, public spaces, and new infrastructure into one continuous urban fabric. At the center of this transformation is a simple idea. Downtown growth shouldn't push people outward, it should pull them inward. The redevelopment sits along University Ridge, a corridor that once acted as a barrier between downtown and surrounding neighborhoods. Instead of reinforcing that divide, planners are turning it into a connector. Streets are being reconfigured, new routes are opening, and pedestrian movement is being prioritized over cars. One of the most visible early milestones was the partial closure and realignment of University Ridge itself, paired with the opening of newly constructed Claussen Avenue. This change wasn't cosmetic, it fundamentally improved traffic flow and made the site more accessible from multiple directions. What used to feel like a closed-off government zone is now being stitched directly into Greenville's street grid. Below the surface, the transformation is even more extensive. New water lines, sewer systems, stormwater facilities, underground power, and fiber infrastructure are being installed across the site. By the end of 2025, all major site work is expected to be complete, setting the stage for vertical construction to accelerate through 2026. The development team, led by Roca Point Partners, has been working closely with the city of Greenville since early 2024 to refine the architectural vision. Instead of imposing a single, monolithic style, the plan introduces a mix of contemporary and traditionally inspired buildings, an intentional nod to Greenville's historic Main Street character. This approach matters. Rather than feeling like a corporate megacomplex dropped into downtown, the district is designed to evolve block by block, with varied building heights, materials, and street-level experiences. The goal is for the area to feel organically urban from day one, even though it's being built almost entirely from scratch. Two major multifamily residential buildings anchor the early phases. One, rising 7 stories on the north side of University Ridge, will include around 180 residential units above ground floor commercial space. The second, on the south side, will stand 6 stories tall and bring roughly 270 additional apartments above a full level of retail. Together, these buildings alone introduce nearly 450 new homes directly into the downtown core. And this is just the beginning. What truly separates the County Square redevelopment from many mixed-use projects is the retail strategy. This isn't filler retail designed to check a box. It's destination retail meant to shift where people spend time. More than 20 national, first-to-market, and locally loved brands are already signed. Renderings released in 2025 confirmed major names that signal confidence in Greenville's downtown future, including a full-scale Whole Foods, entertainment-driven venues, and multiple chef-led dining concepts. These aren't inward-facing mall spaces. They're designed with active street frontage, outdoor seating, and visual openness, turning sidewalks into social spaces. The intention is clear. This district isn't meant to be passed through. It's meant to be stayed in. As more tenants are finalized, County Square is expected to become a daily destination not just for residents, but for office workers, students, and visitors moving between downtown and the West End. While high-density apartments dominate the core, the redevelopment also introduces a different residential layer, townhomes. A 1.5-acre parcel within the site has been placed under contract for the construction of 46 townhomes, adding a lower-rise housing option that still maintains an urban feel. This mix is intentional. Apartments support density and foot traffic, while townhomes attract long-term residents who want downtown proximity without a high-rise lifestyle. Together, they create a more balanced neighborhood, one that's active during the workday, lively at night, and stable over the long term. By blending housing types, planners are aiming to avoid the 9 to 5 district problem that has plagued many downtown redevelopments across the U.S. Parking is often where urban projects lose their soul. County Square is trying to avoid that trap. Instead of surface lots dominating valuable land, a new 400-space public parking garage is being built on House Street, serving both the redevelopment and surrounding areas. Construction is expected to be completed by spring 2026, funded through a partnership with the city of Greenville. By consolidating parking vertically and pushing it to the edges, the core of the district remains walkable, human-scaled, and visually engaging. It's a small detail with massive implications for how the area feels once it's fully active. $1 billion gets attention, but the real impact of the County Square redevelopment goes beyond cost. This project represents a shift in how mid-sized American cities approach growth. Instead of expanding outward with sprawl, Greenville is doubling down on density, infrastructure efficiency, and mixed-use urban living. It's a signal to investors, employers, and residents that downtown isn't done evolving. It's just entering its next phase. By reclaiming publicly owned land and turning it into a tax-generating, job-creating, community-focused district, the city is also rewriting the economic logic of civic real estate. Government campuses no longer need to be dead zones. They can be catalysts. As 2026 approaches, the transformation will become impossible to ignore. Site work wrapping up in 2025 clears the way for multiple buildings to rise simultaneously. The parking garage comes online. Residential units begin leasing. Retail storefronts open their doors. Streets that once felt empty start filling with foot traffic. Importantly, this won't feel like a single grand opening. The district is designed to phase in gradually, allowing activity to build naturally. Each completed building adds momentum, drawing more people, more businesses, and more investment. By the end of 2026, County Square is expected to function less like a construction site and more like a true extension of downtown Greenville, alive, connected, and economically productive. The Greenville County Square redevelopment isn't just about replacing old buildings with new ones. It's about changing how land is used, how people move, and how downtown life is experienced. Where there were once parking lots and isolated offices, there will soon be homes, restaurants, sidewalks, and public spaces. Where the city once turned its back on this land after office hours, it's now inviting people to live there, meet there, and build daily routines around it. This is what modern urban transformation looks like, not flashy for the sake of attention, but strategic, layered, and long-term. And as cranes rise and streets fill in, one thing is becoming clear: Greenville isn't just growing, it's growing smarter.